we're going to turn now to offer some prayers for peace and for dignity, for justice in this country and around the world. And this morning, the voice of that blessing will be our very dear Congresswoman Sydney Kamlager-Dove, who proudly represents California's 37th Congressional District, which many of us are residents of. And I want to just take the time for a moment to share her really extraordinary background and rise into this role where she represents so many of us in Washington, D.C. She comes from Southern California, went to USC, political science major, and a member of Zeta Phi Beta sorority. When she was at USC, in the 1992 riots following the Rodney King verdict, erupted in Los Angeles. And that moment was a transformative moment for our congressperson, who decided that she was going to dedicate herself to working to reimagine and to rebuild our society into one that was truly just and inclusive and loving and welcoming for every single person. She, from there, entered into public office. She was appointed to the LA County Commission on Children and Families, and then elected to the LA Community College Board, and ultimately successfully ran for the California State Assembly in 2018, and then the State Senate in 2021. She has had some very important and significant legislative achievements, but it was in that time when she was serving in the State Senate that our dear representative at the time, Karen Bass, decided to run for mayor of Los Angeles. And in one of the most beautiful and powerful expressions of sisterhood, Representative Kamlager-Dove was determined that she would run for this seat. And we feel so very blessed to be represented by you. Everything about this story reminds me and reinforces for me what our core values are and what it means for an individual to step into a role of leadership in order to transform the society, not for ego, not for personal gain, but because you actually hold a vision of what's possible. And it's really quite an honor to be, for our community to be able to partner with you in this work. And so we're thrilled to have you with us today, and we invite you to come up and offer us your words of blessing this morning.
Thank you. Hello, everyone, and Shana Tova. I want to thank Abby and Isaac for sharing the story of Hannah and translating it into personal power. I have a personal connection to that story, so it resonated quite deeply with me. And I strive to be a buffalo every time I get on that plane to go to Washington, D.C. I want to thank you, Rabbi Browse, for that warm and too long of an introduction, and for inviting me here today as you celebrate Rosh Hashanah with your intentions for a new year. I'm always so touched when I'm invited to come to ICAR. There's such a true connection here to humanity and a collective push against the tyranny of arrogance, the push towards harmony and justice, the embrace for love, and the work for peace. And so I thank you for making it so intentional and palatable for all of us. I am now going to recite a poem by the great Langston Hughes called I Dream a World. I dream a world where man, no other man will scorn, where love will bless the earth and peace its paths adorn. I dream a world where all will know sweet freedom's way, where greed no longer saps the soul, nor avarice blights our day. A world I dream where black or white, whatever race you be, will share the bounties of the earth, and everyone is free. Where wretchedness will hang its head, and joy, like a pearl, attends the needs of all mankind. Of such I dream my world. Thank you.
Representative Kamlager-Dove, you honor us with your presence here, with your words, and with your work every day. And I just want to say, for those of us who are witnessing the goings-on of Washington, D.C. from afar, it doesn't hurt to send a little note to your congressperson every now and then, just giving some chizuk, some strength to stay the course and to continue in the pursuit of justice. I want to invite everyone to please stand. We'll offer one more prayer this morning.